What's up, guys, and welcome back to yet another episode with Dark Portals. Those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Like and subscribe to my channel, and let's build this channel from the ground up. See you guys in the video.
Oh, you son of a bitch. They're doing a full lockdown of the UK. So listen to this one now. They're not just introducing the UK digital ID. They're saying that every UK citizen has to be in bed by 10 p.m. They are also looking to turn off the TV and internet by 10 o'clock. They claim it's to reduce digital addiction. They say too many people are spending far too much time online. But it don't just stop there. They're saying by April 2026, they're going to be stopping Google Maps, GPS, and all satellite navigational systems. Why are they doing this? They say anybody breaking this law or found awake after 10 p.m. will be fined on the spot. They say even the internet suppliers will be supporting the UK government by informing them who's online and who is active past 10 p.m. And in some cases, they're just going to turn off your internet completely. So it seems that there's more to worry about than the digital ID. It seems that they're going to be doing a full lockdown on the UK.
And once it's implemented and they were successful, it's not just going to happen in the UK, it's going to happen right across the world. They're literally stripping you from your freedom and talking about mass surveillance. Come on, we need to fight this.
Pay attention to this, man. This is crazy. Listen close.
May reshape not just Africa, but the entire digital world. Quietly, without the fanfare of Silicon Valley press releases or glossy Google keynotes, Africa flipped the switch on an internet of its own. For 1.4 billion people, the rules of the game just changed. For decades, Americans and Africans alike have lived under the illusion that the internet was universal, borderless, and fair. But the truth is far less romantic. The web you and I know is not a neutral highway of information. It is a toll road owned and operated by a handful of corporations
They always
headquartered in California and Seattle. Google, Amazon, Microsoft, they have been the gatekeepers deciding how fast your search reaches you, how much you pay for access, and what information rises to the top. And Africa, for over 20 years, has been forced to play by those rules. That ends today.
Oh, that's
The
changing.
African Union has unveiled what it calls the Continental Internet Exchange, a parallel infrastructure built not in the image of Western corporations, but for Africans themselves. It is not simply another internet service provider. It is a digital declaration of independence, the technological equivalent of a revolution. Think about it. When a student in Lagos wants to look up African history, why should their query travel through Europe and back, filtered by algorithms that often bury African voices? Why should an entrepreneur in Ouagadougou pay inflated fees to Silicon Valley shareholders for cloud storage when servers could sit in their own city? And now, here is the question we must all ask: what happens when 1 of 1? 4 billion people stop renting space on America's digital highways and begin paving their own. What does it mean for Google, for Washington, for the very idea of a unified internet? Stay with me until the end, because this story is not just about Africa's future, it's about ours. If you believe that...
I didn't think I'd be making this video, guys. 18 days later, I didn't think I'd be making this video. On October 2nd, 2025, NASA's Mars orbiter took photos and video of 3i Atlas. And 18 days later, we still don't have the photos and video. Imagine that. You know what the odd part about it is? NASA's principal investigator, the guy who is in charge of downloading and observing these photos and analyzing the video, he's not even affiliated with NASA. So technically, he can release them if he wanted to. But who's directing him not to release the photos? Whatever they saw in these photos and these videos, they don't want the public to see it. And guys, just yesterday, a ground telescope, the Keck Observatory in Hawaii, just analyzed a forward-facing powerful beam coming from the object. Think about that. This thing is facing the sun, but it has a beam that's pointed towards the sun. And it's this beam that's facing forward is 10 times longer than it is wider. That's how powerful it is. Now think about it. What natural comet that you know of that produces a forward-facing beam that powerful? Normally when you get a comet or an object facing towards the sun, going around the sun like that, the tail goes out the back of it, not out the front. And the crazy part is the Mars orbiter that NASA has that took these images, it's the best resolution out of everything. You know, the European people the European Space Agency just released a video, images. I mean, it's nowhere near the quality. The Mars orbiter has a pixel resolution of 30 kilometers. It's the best one available. The next best available is the Hubble telescope, and that's 10 times worse in quality. So, guys, what is NASA hiding right now? Why do they not want to release the images? Guys, listen, if this is an alien spaceship and it's coming around the backside of the sun and it changes direction, it will be here in early 2026. Think about that. So whatever they see, whatever they saw, whatever these images showed, they don't want the public to know about it. And I think they're in panic mode right now. Let me know in the comments down below. What are they trying to cover up right now? Is this an alien spaceship? And will it be here early 2026?
I also heard it's been changing colors. And not just that, like I said in my previous video, it feels to me like they are pushing a different agenda here.
You received intelligence that suggests that there are perhaps deep water alien bases right now sitting on the ocean floor on this planet. Is that accurate?
I would say that's pretty accurate.
Can you go into more detail? How long have they been here? Where are they?
Well, I'm extrapolating all this with my East Tennessee vernacular. So we've got five or six deep water areas of our oceans, and these are areas where we have a high frequency of UFO or UAP sightings. We've had naval folks have told me, pretty high up, that they've actually tracked these things. We've tracked things big as a football field going 200 miles an hour. 200 miles an hour is something the size of a football field. And we don't know what it is. And these are in these areas. So yeah, there's something going on there. And whether it's something that's been here for millennial or whatever, I always remember the last thing this one high-ranking official told me as he left my office. He was right close to me as I am to my phone in my barn right now. And he said, Tim, they're real.
What if these are entities that are here on this earth, that have been on this earth, that who knows how long, and that we think they're coming in from way out. Maybe they did millennial ago, but they're here and they're in these deep water areas.
Did you hear about this mysterious ancient wall that they found in Russia that completely changes everything? And this video is not AI, by the way.
2023, an incredible video was captured by photographer Dmitry Lyashev on a flight over Yakutia, revealing a seemingly endless long wall. Following the release of this footage, scientists began scrutinizing the images and concluded that the wall was man-made. The wall extends to the ocean, continuing beneath the water. Surprisingly, no one had previously noticed this wall, prompting bewilderment among scientists. Interestingly, Soviet scientist, architect, and occultist Ludwig Mavrikovich Heinrich, who visited a secret Vatican library in 1920, discovered a book referencing this wall in Yakutia. You can find a video about Mavrikovich on my channel. The wall spans several hundred kilometers. Speculation suggests that the Russian government prohibited aerial photography over the area, and in March 2024, a drone operator filming the wall was arrested. Presently, the government is striving to eliminate all online information related to this wall, leaving its nature shrouded in mystery.
Now, I will say, this reminds me of the Great Wall of China and how you heard this theory about how the defensive positions on the Great Wall of China are on the China side, like on the pointed inward to China, which doesn't make any sense because it was a wall to they thought keep others out of China, but the defensive positions were pointed into China. Very strange. Now, this also reminds me, because it goes into the water, I should do a deep dive on the giant bone they found in Turkey. It was a thumb bone, like this freaking long. We're talking giants, man. That's more believable than dinosaurs, I'll tell you that right now. So much mysteries, we got to find out about it. Comment your thoughts below and follow for more.
We have a base there, the Lunar Command Center. The Germans put their first base there in the 40s, And we took over that base in 1991 as part of the agreement that started IDARF, the unit that I was in. Wow. Paying for the lease of the moon base required that Earth provide 25,000 soldiers.
Wow.
What is a woman? What is a woman? So what Charlie Kirk saying was to get fine because my soul is secure in Christ. It's a promotion.
My man has been spelling Charlie Kirk wrong the whole time.
What you're looking at right here is the melted cathedrals of the old world, and I'm going to tell you the weaponry that was used to liquefy and melt these stone structures. Now, first of all, there is no doubt that a lot of these structures that you see were old world buildings, and during the last global reset, they were destroyed. Now, here's some of the weaponry that could have been used to melt these structures. They could have used frequency and resonant weapons. Now, every single material has a resonant frequency. If you match that frequency, it will amplify. The object then begins to rapidly vibrate, and it will either shatter or liquefy, similar to an opera singer matching a glass's frequency and then it shatters. It could have used directed energy weapons, something that is used today in the military. And clearly the old world had far more advanced tech than we have today. But essentially these directed energy weapons are concentrated electromagnetic energy or plasma energy. Very likely that concentrated laser directed energy weapon technology was used to melt all of these structures, guys. Also could have been microwave or scalar energy technology. Scalar waves and microwave frequencies can heat something from the inside out. And if such technologies were directed towards stone or metal, it would vitrify it, turn it to glass, or melt the structure entirely. This is something that could also cause instant petrification. Something that we see across the world with a lot of these giant beings, but we'll talk about that in another video. Also could have used solar weapons, like when you have a magnifying glass and the sun goes through it, just on a much larger scale. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Peace and love.
I wish one day I can travel the world and go visit these kind of places. Interesting.
This woman called a secret society doing a ritual in the middle of a cornfield. Check this out.
I was just walking in the cornfields, minding my own business. Typical Friday night in Indiana.
Okay.
Thought I was all by myself.
But she's not.
I was not. I'm talking quietly because I'm a little frightened.
There they are.
This is happening.
That's an effigy of a demon. She's gonna get a little closer. Watch
I'm
this.
gonna get closer. They're not even acknowledging my presence. And I don't really have any friends. I kind of wanted to do something fun tonight because it is a Friday, so I'm just gonna see what's going on.
Kind of strange to walk around in the cornfield on a Friday night by yourself. But check this out.
It's so weird. There's so many weird things happening
like
out
in a
here all the time.
trance.
You really never know. What?
That's a demon effigy.
What? Here, I'll show you guys a better angle. Pretty night.
Stay weird, y'all. Some
Well,
strange things
I guess
going
I'm
on.
just gonna hang out here for a little bit with my new friends and
Stay weird.
First of all, if this thing wasn't staged, why the hell would she go near those people, not knowing them at all, and go stand in front of them and speak loud and just pretend she's not there? I kind of don't believe that, because who the hell in their right mind would do something like that?
I need to show you something, and I want to know what you think about it. Was this just a joke, or was there some truth in it? So take a look, and we're going to talk.
Curry, and there are aliens.
So that was a video clip of Dr. Malcolm Curry, a man with serious credentials, literally saying, yes, there are aliens. He was the former Undersecretary of Defense for Research and Engineering. He worked with Ronald Reagan, a senior leader at Hughes Aircraft, and later CEO of Delco Systems. His office walls are clearly stacked with awards and recognitions from decades of work at the highest levels of defense and aerospace. So, when this man casually confirms the existence of aliens, it does make people stop and listen. But here's where it gets tricky. So that video was actually filmed 17 days before Dr. Curry passed away on April 18th of 2021. It was uploaded to YouTube on April 1st, April Fool's Day, and was touted as just a prank. So why would Dr. Curry say that? There are a few main possibilities. Let's talk through them. So he could have been just humoring the joke. He may have simply been going along with whomever was filming him and giving a playful answer without any serious intent behind it. Or calculated timing. So close to the end of his life, some speculate he may have felt freer to say something like that he knew about, but would be able to be brushed off as a joke amid like a nod, wink, wink. Or was there some slip of truth in humor? So sometimes high-level figures will reveal things indirectly using humor or offhand comments, especially about sensitive topics. It leaves room for plausible deniability, but it still plants that seed. Whichever way it may be interpreted, the timing, the context, and the stature of the man saying it does make that clip interesting. And keep in mind the timing. 2021 was a huge year within the UFO UAP world. There was a task force report released. There was leaked Navy UAP footage released. There was a 60 Minutes huge big special on UAP phenomenon. So there was a ton going on. So was it just a joke? Was it a deathbed hint? Or a casual confirmation that most people would write off? Let me know what you think. Was Dr. Curry joking, or was there more to these words? Let me know.
The woman was right. I know where the exit of this world is. We can leave. We can leave this world. The only issue is they put us into their society to where the only way we can leave is if we have enough of their money to accomplish this. They don't want us to go. We can 100% exit the ice wall. And I believe I know where. I don't have 15,000 just laying around. If I had 15,000 so that I could head down there and point this out. Because I believe I 100% know how to get out of the ice wall. We're inside of an ice wall, you guys. The world serpent is in a circle, all right, and frozen around that wall, and we are inside of it. There is an exit. The Truman Show showed us this. The only question is, where is this exit? And they've been showing us this. I can't believe I missed it.
Euphrates River is drying up, and they said a lost castle was found. And also claim that they have heard this sound.
You guys think that's real? Because that's an old clip. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll be dropping another one tomorrow, same time, same place. Cheers.